Okay. We're rolling through life. Welcome back to Monday. We are rolling through life. How can fake people complain about fake news? Seems like you guys were made for each other. Fake people deserve fake news. Just so long as it's entertaining and distracting enough to keep me away from all of the BS that's going on in my life, it serves a purpose. Mm-hmm. Welcome to the So What Morning Show. It's Monday, or should I say mundane day? Mundane day. What's happening, y'all? People talking about, okay. All right. Before I get to my current events, you already know what it is. Let me do this right now. As you know, I'm on KBLA Talk 1580 Monday through Thursday. And of course, I get the best of Zo What playing, or the best of the Voice of Reason playing on Fridays now. But from Monday through Thursday, hot topics, 7 to 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. It is bananas, the hottest relationship talk show in the game. And I have never been one who has been, what do they say? Flattery. It's to be imitated. You should be flattered when people imitate you. Yeah. I have never been that person. I am not flattered. You do not flatter me when you copy me. It just makes me think you're intellectually lazy. Oh. Right? Listen, when I first heard relationship as a mirror, it was in the 90s. And the first place that I heard it from was Jiddu Krishnamurti. And nobody was saying it. Now everybody's saying it. And this is what social media does to the monkey mundane mind. Yes, I said monkey mind. Why? Because a monkey's mind is easy to distract. The monkey mind is looking to fit in. And whatever is the new hot saying, the monkey mind will adapt in order to fit in. So before it was cool to say relationship is a mirror, and people were saying, what are you talking about? I was saying it, and I was giving credit to whom I heard it from. This is a society that takes credit, not gives credit. Everybody trying to sound deep and don't have a clear contextual understanding of the shit they are parroting. Stuff.
Well, if you jump into the deep end, you're going to drown. You can't sustain yourself.
You can't sustain yourself. Mm-hmm. All right. So
can you take some advice from my Aunt Jerry and her finger waves and her cigarette and her finger waves?
I don't have no advice. I don't have any finger wave advice.
No. My Aunt Jerry always said that, it's okay to people to try to imitate you, but they don't have the grace to carry it out. Ooh, you got the grace.
They ain't got the grace to carry it out. I like that.
You're anointed to do whatever you're supposed to do.
And Prester John just said, let go the gurus. Let the gurus go, y'all, Dalai Lama. Your biggest guru is the dollar llama. Your biggest guru is the dollar llama. And white people lifestyle llama. The standard of living, which is created by white folks. Black people ain't creating no damn standard of living here in America. We are parrots. We parrot white supremacy, the way of life, how they live, how they get down. We judge and critique each other by their standards of what is successful.
Yeah.
So before you try to get on the religious people for believing in Jesus or Buddha or the Dalai Lama or Sai Baba or anybody else, what about your guru? The dollar llama.
The cash register. Stay at the cash register, buying up shit.
The dollar llama. That's what people on. And now that the dollar llama is about to go back to zero worth, what you about to do now? Your God is fake. Your God is the Wizard of Oz. What you gonna do now? Your whole sense of confidence was predicated on what was in your wallet. So now, what you gonna do?
It's a lot of cash sexuals there.
Now that the cash sexuals, now that the dollar llama has been exposed to have no clothes on, the emperor has no clothes.
My Lord.
Huh? What are you going to do now? I'm going to try to get rich. Based on whose system? Do you understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You need a system in order to flow into. This is an ingenious system that we live in. Please understand, it is a construct. Somebody had to build it. So when you say things like, oh, I'm going to try to get rich anyway, don't you know you got to wait until they build another system? What system we going to be on? We're already transitioning. So I'm going to try to get rich anyway. But based on what?
Your money is trans. It don't mean anything. It just identifies as currency.
This is what I'm trying to... Based on what? Do you understand what I'm saying? Like in other words, you're a participant. It's not about being a forever participant. You have to create. I told people years ago, get the book by Daniel Pink, A Whole New Mind. This is a book I read in the early 90s. A Whole New Mind. Daniel Pink used to be the speech writer, right? For Bill Clinton, President Bill Clinton. It talks about creatives running the world. Talks about the creatives running the world, not the technical people. Back in the day, we used to think technical, mathematicians. And not to say that scientists and mathematicians don't still have a prominent place in the world. We're talking about the basic common workforce. Skills. Got to know how to do this and know how to build this and construction. And you remember? That's what they were teaching. Because people thought that those jobs could never be touched. Well, the world has changed. AI is making Michael Jackson records. Never mind the copyright implications, the copyright infringement. AI is about to resurrect Michael Jackson's voice in perfection and be coming out with new records. What about all them records in Michael and Prince's vault? Let AI get them. AI gonna pitch correct them, gonna make them perfect, gonna put the perfect musical arrangements around them. Now we got a whole new Michael Jackson flies. What? Yeah, AI is about to take over everything. And what have I been saying? I told people a long time ago, Industry 4.0. all of the jobs that were skill-based are really computer programming based. Ask Detroit. Detroit was home of Ford Motors, man. Everybody in Detroit used to work for the company. We down at the factory, down at the foundry, we putting on rims and tires and leather seats, and that's starting to come to an end. You know why? Because a computer can work 24 hours a day, doesn't need vacation, doesn't need sick leave, doesn't need anything. The level of productivity goes up because a computer can be programmed to do it without the mistakes of human beings. That's Industry 4.0. Commerce is flipping. Money is flipping. Bread is changing. What used to be bread ain't bread. So it's easy to say, I'm gonna try to get rich. How? And what system are they going to use? And as a participant, you must wait until they implement a new system, which is what they're doing now with FedNow. So FedNow just going to roll in. It replaces Cash App. You don't care. Listen, you don't care what the system is, just long as they give it to you.
My Lord.
How are you not an infant? You waiting on them to give you the next paradigm. Can everybody hit the like button? It's 312 people in here. Can everybody hit the like button? Can everybody do that? Can everybody do that? How you do that there? Can everybody hit that like button? Let's like it up right now. Only 2 people since I asked. Come on. 4 people since I asked. Get over there. Find the like button. Find the like button. Show your support for this channel. Let me say this too. For businesses that are struggling, right? I've been at KBLA for a year and a month. On the 28th, it'll be a month. And last year, I did a poor job. I only got a couple of people. Shout out to Beal Sauce. Shout out to Russell Harrison. Beal Sauce and Russell Harrison purchased from Russell Herbals. They purchased on-air commercials at KBLA. I get 10 free on-air commercials, free to me, meaning they've given them to me and I can charge whatever I want for them for small businesses. So I've created a package to where, you know, you guys can produce your own 30-second commercial within radio, AM, terrestrial radio standards, and you can promote on my radio show, which is bananas. Last year, I did not do a lot of selling because now I realize I got to sell the spots, right? And Sarah is going to be the person y'all can reach out to. Sarah doesn't have the link, do you?
I don't have a link.
Harness the power of radio. Advertise your brand on KBLA Talk 1580 with Zoe Williams, the voice of reason. In the days of social media, radio might seem old school, but terrestrial radio is still going strong. According to Nielsen Media Research data published by the Radio Advertising Bureau, the audience of terrestrial radio remains high. About 83% of Americans ages 12 or older listen to terrestrial radio in a given week. My show is on fire. My show is bananas on KBLA Talk 1580. Download the KBLA Talk 1580 app. Listen, I got the resources. You want to advertise? This is what I want you to do. Sarah, do you know the website? Do you have the website?
They
Can
can
you?
contact me at this, and I can
And you'll email them that one page, right?
Yes. Let me get on the mic real fast.
Yes, get on the mic.
Go ahead and email me at sarah.withoutth@yahoo.com. I will send you all the information needed so you can advertise on the #1 show on KBLA. It's your boy Zoe Williams.
Well, maybe not #1. It's
in our mind.
Okay, it's getting there.
It's getting there, but your numbers are popping.
Oh, the numbers are bananas.
Yeah, the numbers are popping.
Yeah. To the point where we've transformed the whole station. Everybody's talking about relationships.
But it's the #1 relationship show.
Even the political shows are talking about relationships. Ain't your job politics?
Ain't your...
How you just veer off into my... Oh, okay, cool. See, there are people on the station that I respect. I respect everybody on the station, by the way. I don't have any disrespect for anybody, to be quite honest with you. But there are people on the station who are in the lane of relationships, like Dr. Jashana Johnson, like Dr. Shalonda Crawford. These are heavy-hitting women who are very deep on the clinical side of relationships. And we bring them into the Voice of Reason to elevate their platforms as well. But what we don't do is veer off into other lanes. We stay in our lane. Our lane is relationships. But since we've been at KBLA, we flipped the station upside down. Everybody on every type of show. I don't give a damn what kind of show it is. It could be about... It could be about buying tennis shoes. They're going to have a relationship segment now. So you got to show these shoes to somebody, and the somebody you show them to is usually in a relationship with you. Thus our relationship time. So we have turned KBLA inside out. Everybody is on my coattails right now. And it's okay. One thing you can't emulate is my spirit, is my soul, my approach, my vibe, my energy. That's one thing you can't copy. But it's cool. If you got a business and you want to get some exposure, like some real exposure, small businesses, get it, Sarah, SARA without the H @yahoo.com. Advertise with Sarah. Cali Soul, I ain't lying. Advertise with Zoe Williams on the Voice of Reason. And guess what you'll be doing? See, this is another way for me to make money with Sarah.
Oh.
Sarah is the co-executive producer of my TV show.
Thank you. Yes, I am.
TV show about to blow up.
Yes,
Y'all about to see it shortly. We're going to be promoting when it gets dropped. But the TV show is about to be everywhere. Sarah's co-executive producer on that show. What else is Sarah doing? She produces this show. And now I'm going to give Sarah a commission to all of the businesses that sign up for advertisement spots.
Yeah.
You want to get advertisement? You got to produce a professional grade 30-second commercial with edits and whatever, music, however you want it to sound. Hi, this is Bob. I'm from Bob's Apple Bobbing Company. What we do is train people how to bob for apples safely on Halloween. The season is almost here, and I want to get your kids properly trained to bob for apples without actually dying. Listen, 30 seconds.
Fall is upon us.
Ba 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 ba. Listen. Do you understand what I'm saying? 30 seconds. Professionally produced. You email me that audio file that's professionally produced. Boom. We will put that on KBLA. We're looking for sponsors who are serious about getting... Oh, and that's another thing about us. My show is one of the only shows on the channel that's national.
Come on. Syndication.
No. When I say national, everybody is following me from all over the country. The majority of all the other shows, and this is no shade to the other shows, this is just the reality of how it's set up. The majority of the other shows have regional audiences. Yeah. They have a regional audience. I don't have a regional audience. I'm touching everybody all over the states. So if you want to get national exposure, all you got to do, reach out to Sarah. Now, back to Total Package Energy. TPE, Total Package Energy. Those are one of the companies that I've been with for a long time. We're going to reach out to Total Package Energy as well, Sarah, and we're going to have them get a commercial on KBLA Talk 1580. We're going to have them do that as well. It's going to go down in the town. Now, Total Package Energy has an energy shot, a B12 shot, of course, a vitamin C shot for immunity, as well as pea protein. This is a FDA-approved product produced by black folk out of the Bay Area. It's time for you guys to cash mob, cash mob, cash mob, cash mob. Total Package Energy, tell them Zoe Williams sent you. Tell them Zoe Williams sent you. Now.
Oh, also, Zoe, there's people in the chat that wonder, yes, for an extra fee, you can have Sarah voice over your...
You actually could. But are you going to do it?
Oh.
See, I don't like people talking about it. I like people who actually get active and get it done. Are you going to have Sarah voiceover, do the voiceover? Are you going to have Sarah? You going to reach out and say, Sarah, can you produce it in your studio or in a studio somewhere and put the music on it? Are you going to do that? What are you going to do? Okay, cool.
Let me know.
TPE, TotalPackageEnergy.com. Tell them Zoe Williams sent you. Also, Beal sauce. If it ain't real, it ain't Beal. Beal sauce, man. Let me tell you something, man. My daughter, man, made me some tuna fish, and it was delicious. But I see tuna fish as like crawfish.
My Lord.
Let me tell you why. I've never eaten a crawfish in my life. I've never had one. But I've been obsessed with the crawfish boil videos. Watching them boil Yes, Lord. Hit it with that orange, that Tampico. It's just going to balance out the flavors. Yes, Lord. Smell it through the phone. I'll just be watching because it's fascinating to me. What you know about that paprika? I'm just really enthralled by the crab boil videos, right? So
I can't eat none of it.
But I've never had a crawfish in my life.
Are you serious?
Not ever, not one time.
I've never either.
I have never eaten a crawfish. So it kind of blew my mind. That paprika. Hit it with the Zatarans. What you know about that paprika? I'll be excited like, damn, that shit look good as hell.
That all baby.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Hey, smell it through the phone. I be bugging like, that shit look good. But I see all seafood and all that shit, like because I'm not a real big seafood person. You understand? Like, I'm basic as hell. I'm tuna fish.
Salmon croquette. Fish
nuggets. Not catfish nuggets.
That is not a thing.
No. I don't fuck with catfish. But orange roughy.
Oh, I had orange roughy for the first time a couple weeks ago.
You
didn't have that down south.
Filet of sole, That's me. That's what I'm on. But crawfish and crab and lobster and what are they called? Polyps? Oh, I mean scallops.
Oh my!
I said polyps. Somebody got cancer.
When they think you got cancer.
What the fuck?
You don't want no polyps.
Polyps. Anyway, grouper. Yeah, man. Chilean sea bass.
Or some drum.
That buffalo fish got too many bones.
See, Just get you some white bread. You be all right.
You understand? You understand? Some red snapper, little red fish. Yes, indeed. Little mahi-mahi.
Yeah, Lord.
Little yellow fin tuna, blue fin tuna. I could do that.
Oh, it scared me at a restaurant one time. I went to a fancy restaurant, and I didn't know about ordering. I'm thinking fillets are coming out. I'm in the middle of talking at the table, entertaining, and a whole fish with the eyes looking at me came. I screamed bloody murder in the middle of the restaurant.
Why?
Because I don't want my food normally don't be looking at me.
Well, the motherfucker can't see no more. It can't see no more. Halibut is delicious. So I like fish. I just don't like all the other stuff. Octopus and, all the other stuff everybody eat. But my daughter made me some tuna fish. And what I did was I took some of that Beal sauce, Sergeant sauce.
Yeah, Lord.
And I unloaded it in the tuna fish.
What is?
And I'm old school. I'm country. Tuna fish and crackers.
My Lord.
Tuna fish and crackers.
What is Fukushima?
Fukushima.
Fukushima.
Yes, that is the Japanese nuclear plant that went down after their earthquake erupted. Everybody hit the like button. We got to get these numbers. No, what he's saying is Fukushima has contaminated the ocean. Because when their nuclear plant went down, of course, radioactive material was leaking into the Pacific Ocean for, I guess, many, many weeks until they were able to get it shut down. So that's why he's mentioning Fukushima.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's what he's on right there. But the Sergeant Sauce, black-owned business, hot sauce company. Don't act like you don't be eating it. Hot sauce company. Now, let me hit y'all with this update. Dr. Russell and his nephew had to leave town. But before they left, they left me with 50 bottles of He Is Risen because I was out. They left me with 50 bottles. Only 50 bottles. That's usually half the order I get. They left me with 50 bottles. And then they also left me with 25 jars of gold dust. This stuff is rare. This stuff is exceedingly limited to get. Like the manpower involved with Dr. Russell Harrison and his nephew, they literally packing pills. They're packing these pills in bottles and heat wrapping them themselves. They're doing that. Hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. Don't sit on your ass and not participate. Hit the like button or get out. Hit the like button. Show your support. Hit the like button. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Anyway, they literally put these bottles together and put these pills together by hand. Right? Then they give them to me. And then when I get them, I literally by hand stuff them in the mailer, wrap them up. You understand what I'm saying? Wrap them up and then ship them off. Don't think you don't have a tracking number because you do. A lot of y'all be trying to finesse me. Oh, I didn't get my package. But then when I go back through and look at my damn tracking numbers and find your shit, it been delivered. Now, y'all got to get serious about your address. And you got to stop Cash Apping me. Cash App is no longer the way to do it. If you want to get He Is Risen, there's only 50 bottles. Actually, 47. Because I got 3 orders over the weekend. So there's 47 bottles of this left. Trust me. I got people on the Nino Brown side of the game. People are Nino Browning it, buying it for me and reselling it to other people. It's herbs, 100% natural herbs, no additives, no preservatives. It is the libido pill of kings. Go to my website, MrZoWhat.com. This is how you get your information. And although we've set up the website, people still somehow get their own addresses wrong, their own zip codes wrong. I hate going to the post office on a Tuesday and they say, well, this person says they're in Sacramento, but the zip code is for Tallahassee. Listen, that you're not going to get your package that way. Please take your time and think about your address when you're filling this out. When I tell you Dr. Russell has made this exclusively for the voice of reason, I got 47 bottles. Go to MrZoWhat.com and order yours now. And don't wait till tomorrow when I'm packaging them up. Do it today. Don't wait till Wednesday. Oh, I get paid on Friday. I guess Friday is okay. They're pretty much gonna be gone.
If you want to have a good weekend.
Because ever since this damn website got set up, people are just ordering like crazy. Boom, 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 boom. He is risen. Also, I'm on week 3 of my phase 3 detox. Don't I look great, Sarah?
You're glowing. Glowing.
Phase 3.
Yes, sir.
Of Dr. Russell Herbals.com, of Dr. Russell's detox program.
Y'all have to understand how dedicated Zoe is, though, because he got everything lined up.
Oh, Sarah was at my house. Sarah came to my house and saw how everything is just...
It's a Russell Herbal Pharmacy.
It is lined up. I got everything lined up.
Well, that's a discipline you need in order to straighten out your life with these life-changing products.
No, and I'm going to keep it a buck with you. Also, it helps you straighten out your life with people that don't belong in your life.
Oh, I need to start.
Because typically, that detox is going to get down to a cellular level, and it's going to push out some things that's actually going to help clear your mind and balance your emotions and help you to a space that will allow you to make some better decisions, some better choices. I'm just here to tell you. A lot of people don't believe it.
I believe it.
Dr. Russell is the man. It's going to help you focus. www.russellherbals.com. Phase 3, the one that I'm on right now, I think there's a $50, you get $500 off on that one if you order that one for the month of April. All right? So I'm going to say it again. Only 47 bottles of He Is Risen is available right now. Go get it, go get it, go get it, get it. Did I promote everything? Oh, Shepherd Sweets. Shepherd's Sweets. Listen, before you get on that detox and you want to sin a little bit, go to shepherdsweets.com. They have what I believe to be the most incredible sweet potato cake I've ever tasted. Some people ain't never heard of no sweet potato cake.
Oh, my Lord.
But when I tell you, it is absolutely delicious. Go to Shepherd Sweets, order their sweet potato cake or their triple lemon pound cake. Or many of the other confectionery sweets they have on deck. That toffee candy, Do me a favor. Get the toffee candy first. Before you get any cakes, go get that candy. That candy will change your life. The toffee candy. Whatever, toffee crunch, muncher, whatever. Go get that. ShepherdSweets.com. Then after you damn near OD on that, then get on Dr. Russell Herbal's Detox, and you'll be good.
Well, you need a shepherd to guide you rightly through the arena of sweets. You know what I'm saying? The shepherd is guiding the sweet.
Let me guide you to a better place. Fat ass cakes, fat ass cakes. Hey, the swipe pills, I'm telling you, the swipe pills are on deck. Hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. We're getting into our current events. First current event right now. Professional soccer player Achraf Hakimi set to get half of his wife's net worth after she filed for divorce. Now, what had happened was she tried to divorce him and then hit him with the give me half your stuff, give me half your stuff rule. Unbeknownst to her, all his stuff was in his mama name.
You lying.
He didn't own none of it.
Oh, my God. Oh.
So now the old boomerang is in effect. Oh, so you wanted a divorce and you tried to break me? Damn. Trying to stick me for my paper. Damn. Someone trying to stick me for my paper. It was your woman. You chose a malicious, conniving, backbiting, 2.5 toes down charlatan to be your partner. Brothers, it's better to be alone than to be with somebody who is secretly plotting against you. His mama owned all his stuff.
But that's a lot of these men be getting women with all these fake body parts and want them to be real.
How you got a fake body part, but what?
No, they.
Huh.
That's got silicone feelings.
Ooh, silicone feelings.
Silicone feelings.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Feelings.
I bet the mama is laughing right now.
Hakeem mama owned all his assets. Hakimi is his name. Divorce. Hiba Abuk divorces Achraf Hakimi. Mother owns all of his assets. And here's a picture of his mama. Mama just is black. Hey, mama. Well, melanated. Are once again making headlines in the wake of their recently confirmed separation. The latest reports claiming that Abuak, I guess that's her name, will receive nothing from Hakimi's fortune and assets as everything is registered under the Moroccan footballer's mother's name. Nothing. Guess who the real woman in his life is? And maybe he was aware of who you were. Maybe he was just as selfish as you by having a arm candy trophy type of wife. Maybe he was like, okay, let me protect something because I know I'm engaging in something superficial. Let me protect my assets because I'm engaging in something that's superficial. Huh? Maybe he was aware of where he met her. Maybe he was aware of the circles she kept. Maybe he was aware of her girls and how they get down. Maybe he was paying attention. You live in a transactional society. Relationships are transactional. And most women can't unwrap their mind. Listen, I said unwrap. Most women cannot unwrap their mind from the entanglement that is the Dalai Lama. The Dalai Lama has us all as worshipers. So we'll lie, we'll fake it until we make it. We'll put our representative up. We'll act like we're interested. Because if somebody's got resources, that means they can save us from our problems. But don't you think it's unfair to ask your significant other to clean your plate of problems when you come into the relationship? This is a topic me and Tone Talks have been working on. Your plate should be clean when you walk into a relationship. Your plate should not be full with your problems with an expectation that your partner should clean your plate for you. It's not my responsibility to help your delinquent brother. It's not my responsibility to help your auntie. It's my discretion if I want to or not. It's my discretion. It should not be my obligation. Because the plate of problems that you come with are for your generational lineage to work out. I'm not supposed to come in and be the mediator of your generational lineage's problems. That's on you. Now, I could walk with you through your problem. Like, you not alone. I can Michael it with you. You are not alone. You are not alone. I am here with you. Yeah, Lord. Though you're far away, I am here to stay. And listen, it's not your responsibility to clean my plate of problems. We support each other through our cleaning of the problems. But and I'm saying, it's not a bad thing either. If a man has the means, if the family has the means to help each other clean each other's plate and they agree upon that, great. But it should not be an inflexible expectation that's sat on the table.
Pick up the problems.
You understand? So these motherfuckers coming into a relationship with a whole platter of problems. Like, hey, who ordered the child support and the jail sentence?
Well, it seemed like he opted for her mama's home cooking.
Nah, we not doing that. We're not doing that.
Do you think he did it on his own, or did his mother? I'm curious to know. Did he do it on his own?
Maybe he had a team. Maybe he had a team of financial advisors that probably stepped to him and is like, look, dog, do you recognize this is what a catch is predicated on? This is a professional soccer player. Soccer is probably the biggest sport in the world.
Yes, Lord.
So do you know biggest sport in the world. That's number one. Number two, the brother is a fairly handsome young man. Don't you agree?
Yeah.
All right, then. Okay. And he's probably making what? $100 million a year, something crazy?
Yep.
Or more?
That is a Armani head wrap.
So now guess what? Do you know there are women out there who will like him or be attracted to him even though they're not really? Let me tell you something. Money make motherfuckers attracted to you even if they don't like you. Mm-hmm. They don't vibe with you. You could be like, my preference is this. You saw what Tyrese's woman said about him with him sitting right there.
Oh, that's so sad.
The disdain, the disrespect. Oh, he jumped in my DMs and he said, well, he wasn't really my type. I really liked the Paul Walker, the dead dude, the white man. She said that while the brother's sitting right there. No class, no respect or at all. Because if the shoe was on the other foot, and he was like, I was really trying to get at her friend. She's not really my type. The double standard would be applied. They would be like, why is he, sister, you ain't got to be there to be mistreated. Would that not be the narrative, Sarah?
The guy in the DM say I'm pretty.
Tyrese is disrespectful. Tyrese, he's abusive. He's narcissistic. Yeah. He's a gaslighter. They'll use all of these catchphrases.
Yeah.
If Tyrese would have did that.
But I'm glad she exposed herself.
She said it while she was rubbing his shoulders. So the point that I'm making is money will make a motherfucker like you even when they don't.
Cash sexuals.
Not even attracted to you. Not even vibing on you. And if you go for it, that's what makes you a simp.
Absolutely.
That relationship should have ended soon as I don't care how cute she is. Don't you know a lot of these thick girls have a future with diabetes?
Oh, my Lord. Sugar blood.
We watching a lot of girls trying to make sure they ass is fat. Trying to make sure, they get a little, I could be a little thicker. I'm trying to get a little bit thicker. Do you know diabetes waiting on you? Cupcaking. Hey, Cupcake. Do you know diabetes? The sugar is waiting on you.
A lot of sugar mamas.
A lot of little sugar mamas and sugar babies. Man, y'all better hit that super chat. It's Monday. Show your support. Hit the super chat. Everybody drop 2s and fews, 3s and 5s on the super chat. The super chat is the $ right below the chat. Please support. And I'm telling you, brother, if you got a super thick baddie, put a baby in her. She's going to be a super thick futon. Whew. Look at her genealogy. Is her mama thin? Or she built like one of them little small brown refrigerators that used to be in the dorm room? Huh? Y'all remember them little brown?
Oh, my God.
Sometimes they were black. Sometimes it was like steel. Look, that had that little brushed steel look. Built like one of them little box refrigerators. You know what I'm talking about.
And the horrible thing about it is that the children that you're going to have with her are going to come out looking like she originally looked.
Before all of the enhancements. Look at a woman's ankles.
They're going to be BS before surgery.
We teaching lessons today. Look at a woman's ankles when she young.
My Lord.
If them ankles show any sign of stress, diabetes is racing towards her like Andromeda is racing towards the Milky Way. I'm telling you, if there is... Sisters, look at a man's nails.
Yes.
If his nails are dirty, if he has nails, look at inside a man's ear. If the boy got that amber waves of grain wax in that ear canal, if that boy got wax, let me tell you something was even worse than wax. Wax with that little fur coating of lint. Yeah. These are dust balls you're dealing with.
Yeah.
And guess what? Dust balls can have money.
A lot of them hyper guys be having attention. Hypertension.
They be having attention. I'm just saying, there's a lot to pay attention to in a transactional society. Mm-hmm. That lady tried to milk this man for all his bread, and he had the wherewithal to do what? Ear canal caramel. Damn. Ear canal caramel by Hershey's.
They assist, but they are dialysis.
You understand me? I want everybody to go to my website, Mr. Zowhat, and get your He is Risen. The one thing I didn't promote that I'm tired of people not supporting. We sold, can I tell you? I don't mind saying it. I'll put it out there. We sold nearly $3,000 worth of the dick pills last week. He is Risen. We sold 2 books. I need my friends and family and people who support this channel to support Black-owned businesses, Black-owned and operated. I have my own publishing company in which I sell my self-published books. As much information and knowledge that we have imparted amongst you over the years, I think it's only right that you guys get in here and support my brand. Yes, I'm a fan of Dr. Russell. And I use his products. And I'm here to tell you they work. But so do mine. So do mine. Right? I got a brother named Maurice that brought me down to Kentucky State University. He brought me down to Kentucky State University in Kentucky twice to do lectures on relationships. He used the relationship dismount to write his dissertation to become a doctor. The brother I bring on my radio show, Tony Massey, did the same. He got the relationship dismount, the book I wrote in 2015, to do his dissertation for his master's. The sister I bring on, the Voice of Reason, teaches therapists how to be therapists. She teaches therapists, not Sonny. Dr. Jashana Johnson teaches out of the relationship dismount. I'm vetted by the smart ones. I'm vetted by the ones that understand the work that I've put in. Ain't no mother, you get sideways, goofy, corny motherfuckers talking about, oh, this is Google knowledge. What? That's because they ain't never been in the presence of a dude like me. They don't understand what it is. This ain't no goddamn Google knowledge. This is some real situations. I miss mansions. I miss mansions too. This is real information, though. Go to my website and support all my. That's why everybody, motherfuckers on TV talking about, oh, I had a poor dismount. Where the fuck you think that came from? I don't know how to dismount with people. Probably your therapist put that in your head without telling you where it came from. I wrote that book. The Relationship Dismount, How to Stick the Landing When Exiting a Toxic Relationship. Available on all or on Amazon's. Right? On Amazon. On Amazon.com. That's where you get the Relationship Dismount. But my other 2 books, Jada Pinkett made it famous, but I wrote it first. In 2020, Jada Pinkett made it famous. I was in entanglement. But in 2019, the book came out. I wrote it first. What is relationship entanglements? In my holographic relationship book, where I take 8 of the world's cutting edge scientific principles and morph them into relationship concepts. Why did I do that? Because we need new concepts for relating. We need broader concepts for relating. You guys will support your dick health.
Oh, my Lord, my Lord.
But your relationship health is stage 4. You got a healthy dick and a sick relationship. Yeah, we're going to talk like real people, right? We're going to talk like real men and women today, right? Yeah. See, your sex life, your relationship to your sex life could be on point, but your relationship to yourself might not be.
Exactly.
And if your relationship to yourself is disjointed, your relationship with others will be disjointed. So you might be able to put it down in the bedroom and maintain a relationship based on that for a certain amount of time, because even that gets old because people want something deeper. People want to bond on a deeper level. People want something more meaningful. And then when you can't deliver that, they're going to move on to somebody who can give them what you're not giving them. Mm-hmm. But I'm just saying, people are respecting my work except my people. Can I get my people in here? The people in this chat room, the people on this YouTube channel, go to MrZoWhat.com. Can we get, and I'm asking this right now, honestly, can we get 25 to 40, in between 20 and 40? Can we get that many copies of the holographic relationship, the Shrouded Lighthouse? That's what I have in my house right now. Sarah saw them books. Yeah. My latest book is The Shrouded Lighthouse. Can we get 25 copies sold? You could buy whatever book you want to buy. Holographic relationship. Just know if you buy from Amazon, I won't be able to autograph. Anybody who buys the holographic relationship today or the Shrouded Lighthouse, I will autograph. I will autograph.
Well, you know what? Since people are trying to get dick pills, let me just put my tip in.
Oh,
is that they really need to book in order to go deeper. Back to you, Zoe.
Did you get that meme? I wanted to ask about this. The Justins versus Huey in the Boondocks. Did you see those pictures?
Oh, yes, I have those.
Pull that up. What do y'all think about this meme? Because let me just say, brothers were very preachy, very SCLC.
It was very staged to me.
Very, very. And we didn't fall on Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock landed on very. Listen, man, when it comes to politics, I just sit back and observe with an empty mind. Because there's so much misdirection, right? Mm-hmm. Do you know Barack Obama sounded like MLK too? Mm. How do you know that you should sound like MLK? Did anybody ask the question, why do you sound like MLK? For what purpose are you sounding like MLK for? Did anybody ask President Barack Obama that? Clearly, Barack Obama not only has mixed ancestry, but he has a mixed cultural upbringing. So someone with mixed ancestry and a mixed cultural upbringing has the wherewithal to speak black. I'm just trying to understand, why don't we question the people that are put in front of us to do a particular type of dance? I don't know these brothers. They from my home state. I'm from Tennessee too. I'm from Chattanooga. They from my home state. I don't know these brothers. I don't mean any disrespect or denigration towards these brothers. I don't know you. Don't know what you do. But what I do know is all people got to do is talk a certain way. And black people be like, yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
My Lord,
if he would have did that, them black people, they would have fell on the ground. They would have fell on the ground like Benny Hinn. To me, everything is a performance in this society. Do you understand what I'm saying? And you have to be aware of the performance, because the performance, listen, The performance is the sales pitch. In the Shrouded Lighthouse book, chapter 1, I'm basically explaining what I told my daughter. I told her, never date a man's talent. Date his character. Because he could be as talented as all get out, but have a very poor and porous character. It is character that is the measure of a human being, the measure of a woman and a man. It is character. If you're not feeling somebody and you've been going through it with them for a little while, it is your character that'll make you stand up and say, hey, you know what? Let's table this, because the truth of the matter is I don't feel like this is going in the right direction. And I mean no disrespect to you. And I would not like to take up any more of your time. So guess what? You know what? Let me table this. But it is fear and ego and the performance and the mask that we wear that will say, no, let this bullshit feeling pass and sit on your truth and don't tell the truth right now. And then in a better time, you can resume doing what you were doing before you were uncomfortable. That's not how you heal situations. But let me tell you, black folk, we get caught up in the performance, in the packaging, in the presentation. That's part of the lie. And I'm not saying these brothers are lying. I'm not saying these brothers are bad men. I don't know them. What I'm saying is a couple of speeches will galvanize the masses. We should ask the question, why? Why? What is the vetting out process of said political leaders? Where are they going to lead us to if they haven't led themselves anywhere? Have you conquered the demons in your spirit? Because if you haven't, I don't know what you're going to do with the community, my brother. I don't know what your plan might be. But guess what? If you don't have a plan for yourself, how you going to have a plan for me? How did you... No, I'm sorry.
Oh, my Lord, my Lord, my Lord, my Lord, my Lord.
Ushers, prepare the church. Open the doors. The doors of the church are open. I'm just saying, I am more reserved. I am less quick to hop on the bandwagon. I will sit back and just watch. And sometimes we need to learn how to watch without judgment. We just need to observe. No, we need action now. But who are you? And who has bigger questions? Who are you? And who has approached you? And who groomed you? And who taught you? And what are your allegiances to? Who are your allegiances to? Who you down with behind the scenes? See, we get on board before we uncover any of that. And then we be surprised like, but it spoke so good at the church on Sunday.
Speak so well.
This is how you get caught up. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving.
But can I say one thing about them?
Yeah.
The odd thing that I find with them is that they reminded me when I hear Jennifer Hudson sing. She can sing.
You finna say the girl ain't got no soul.
Yeah, she don't. I feel nothing. I've never heard somebody that sing so good that I feel absolutely nothing when they sing.
Wow.
And that's what I felt when these guys were talking, because it's almost like they were mimicking, like it was almost like a puppet. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
That's just me.
Well, like I said, if AI can mimic Michael Jackson, listen, Don't you know you're the most villainized culture in the world? Yeah. But not only are you villainized, you're loved. There is a negrophobic, a negrophobia, and a negrophilic dynamic to this society. The negrophobic is we afraid of niggas. The negrophilic is we love niggas. Niggas create the culture. So there's a love-hate dynamic in this society. It is both negrophobic while at the same time being negrophilic. They love your music. They love how you season your skillet. They love your walk. They love your woman. They love your man. They love your swag. They love everything about you. You are the seasoning to this world. But guess what? You are marginalized and you are disrespected at every turn. Why is that? I would say a very small part of it is because we look for validation from them.
And they ain't gonna never give it.
You don't even have your own definition of rich, of wealthy. You don't have your own definition of rich, wealthy, healthy. It's their definition. What's your definition of wealthy that you define that is worth more than the system's definition? I'm not teaching nothing no different than Joseph Campbell, the creator of the hero's journey. Joseph Campbell, who inspired George Lucas to create Star Wars. I'm speaking no different. Do you understand? He talks about how the system tries to devour you. But your job is to assimilate a piece of the system into you while remaining you. He said, far too many people are consumed by the system, and the you that was there before they encountered the system is no more because it was fully assimilated into the system. This is these old archetypes about slaying the dragon. And whenever you see somebody slay the dragon in the artwork, you'll see them go take their finger and touch the blood of the dragon and then taste it, because now the dragon is a part of them. They've slayed what they feared so much, right? So again, a lot of us don't want to do that kind of work, right? We'll wait until the system creates something for us to believe in again, whether it's God or the Dalai Lama. When we going to get a new Dalai Lama? What's going to be our new Dalai Lama? Our new deity to bow to? Our new deity to worship? When we going to get that? That's what people want. They want to worship the Dalai Lama. Zaid, you sent me $2 on Cash App with your P.O. box. This is not where you go to get your books, sir. You have to order them through my website, not through the Cash App, fam. You're going to confuse an old brother like me. Keep it simple. If I got an order of your books from my website, that's where I'm going to go. Can we get 25 copies of the book sold today? The Shrouded Lighthouse. Get over there right now. Can we get 25 copies of The Shrouded Lighthouse? Go to my website, MrZowhat.com. Again, it was Joseph Campbell who talked about that consciousness thing. Many people are afraid to encounter it, but I'm not. Let's get this out. Your culture is the villain, and your culture, ooh, this gonna hurt. Negrophilic, they love you. Negrophobic. They hate you. Your culture is the villain. They love you. God damn. The villain and the entertainment. They love and hate you. They love your entertainment, but they hate you. Negrophilic, negrophobia, scared and in love. Boy, that boy sure can sing. Boy, that girl right there, she's special. Lord have mercy, that's a once in a lifetime voice. Oh, Lord. Okay. Kevin and I were on these, on these shows for many years talking about the arcane and the spirit. And so in 2012, when we were like, look, you go into a courtroom, and this ain't like promoting anything, but this is just the words, understanding the words. Kevin and I talked about it. You go into a courtroom. What is the judge sitting on? They call it a bench. Mm-hmm. Right? The judge sits on the bench. But bench in any damn legal dictionary means bank. It's the Latin word for bank. The bench is the bank. You have been charged. So you can discharge that charge by entering a plea or a payment. If you can't afford the payment via your plea, you go into a cell charge. Okay. You go into a cell. The word bank, B-A-N-C, translates into English as bench. And y'all heard that old white man talking about this for many years. We had that old white man on our show. What was his name? Jordan Maxwell. Jordan Maxwell. We had him on our show back in the 90s. Not in the 90s, in the 2000s, giving up this information way back then. We 23 years into the 2000s. Jordan Maxwell, we had him on the show. And he was dropping the jewels. And you know what he did? You know what he said? And I didn't understand it when he said it on my show, but he said it. You know what he said? I don't care. I'm not teaching no more. The people are too stupid. They don't really want to know. They are programmed by the beast. They're programmed by the system. They're not going to change. They're ingrained and entrenched in this toxic society. I'm not teaching them no more. So when he came on my show, he wasn't the dude that I encountered on his video who was full of vigor and zeal. He was at the point, the only reason why I came on is because some people that I know connected us, brought us together. But he really wasn't feeling the interview because he was like, fuck what they talking about. People ain't listening. They're unlearned animals. They have bought into being commoners. Bank. Bench. The bank. He was the one who explained it this way. He said the banks of a river control the currency. The banks in a country control the currency. He was the banks of a river control the current of the water that's flowing. To be affluent means to flow with wealth. Affluent means wealthy, but it means flow like water. Influenza and affluenza, coming from the same root word, means to spread like wildfire. To flow. Influenza, affluenza. The banks of a river control the flow of the current. The fiat you have in your pocket is fiat currency. Your whole identity is based off of monopoly money. And you knew you never took monopoly money serious when you was playing the game. You take this money, the dollar llama, so serious. It's not, you can't even approach the dollar llama now. It's, oh, the dollar llama is beyond reproach. This is what makes kings. You know, I'm a king in my house because I made money. Are you a king in your house because you made peace with your wounds? Or you're a king in your house because you bought it? Oh, yeah, you can buy it from fake loved ones. It's a lot of fake loved ones in our lives who profess love for you, but they don't really love you nor know how to. They just haven't reached to that level. I don't know who I'm speaking to tonight. I don't know what kind of game I'm dropping tonight.
My Lord.
I don't know. But this is what's happening in the real world. So everybody looking at me and Kev like we crazy. Oh, don't nobody use those old ass words and terms no more. This shit don't have no practical application in everyday life. Okay. Report, AI is coming soon to Google search with Magi, as Samsung considers Bing default. What is Magi? Why are you using some arcane term, Magi? Why are you using that? That ain't the story, honey. That one ain't it yet. That ain't the story. Magi. Read down a little further. Them people who came to that ain't it either. Them people who came to visit Jesus, the Magi.
The three wise men, the Magi.
Generative AI coming to Google search is given at this point, right? Is a given at this point. And a new report today details that it's happening in 2 stages with Project Magi arriving imminently. Look up the word Magi. Can we look it up? No, I got it. I'll look it up. Don't you? You try to get the story up. What in the world? So me and Kevin was crazy as hell when we said Magi and Magus and we the nutcases. Okay, Magi, noun. This is an etymology online dictionary. Etymology studies the origin of words. Magi, noun, circa 1200. Skilled magicians, astrologers. From Latin, magi, plural of magus, magician. Learned magicians. From Greek, magos, a word used for the Persian learned and priestly class as portrayed in the Bible. These are the wise men. This is where your word magic comes from. But the Christian will deride the English word. Magic is of the devil, but will revere the 3 magi who went to go find Jesus, led by the stars, right?
Led by the stars.
The 3 magi. You'll villainize one word because you don't understand any of them. Magi, wisdom, magic. These are masters of nature. This is alchemy. This is nature. This is a magi is no different than in Ifa what an aborisha is. One who practices the laws of nature. What did the European do? He took that and said Wiccan, witch. They will villainize your shit and keep you confused about your shit when they using your shit in their products. Generative AI is coming to Google search. That is a given at this point. And a new report today details that it's happening in 2 stages with Magi, Project Magi, arriving imminently. Google working on GFI, G-I-F-I, or GuiFi, I guess that's what that is, GFI, image generator, search log, chatbot, in Chrome. According to the New York Times, Google is upgrading the existing search engine with AI features as a part of Project Magi, which is a sorcerer and vaguely in line, with Bard renaming wise. Listen, are y'all listening to this? This is going to give all those people, the Christian people, the end of the world folk, yeah, the devil worship, and the Magi, though. They found Christ. Let's not forget that. It's said to offer far more personalized experience than the company's current service. Magi would allow search answers about software coding and write code based on a user's request, which Google has the technology for with Palm. Users will have the ability to ask follow-up questions while it would feature ads under generated results. Do y'all see what's happening? Do y'all see what's happening in the world? How prepared are you? You're not even prepared to be unified. You still in 2023, you still don't even like your own people. You still got trauma and wounds where you see your own people as the enemy. And many of your people are the enemy. But you ain't did nothing to try to heal your people. You ain't did nothing to try to heal yourself. You haven't done anything to try to heal your family. But while you still confused, the world is pushing on through your ignorance. The world is pushing on through your ignorance. We got 3 book orders right now. I asked for 24, 25 to 40. Can I get 25 to 40 book orders for my book? The work I put blood, sweat, and tears in. I need y'all to support. Can we get y'all to support my book? Go to my website, MrZowhat.com. I got to pay my web designer the other piece of this book, or the other piece of for him building it. I haven't forgotten about you, good brother. I'm going to take care of you. But can we get an onslaught of book sales today?
Yes.
25 to 40 copies. Can I get you to support this brand? Go to MrZowhat.com and do that. AI is moving on without you. AI is probably, boy, can you imagine what would happen if they let AI loose in Prince's vault? Can you imagine what would happen if they let AI loose in Michael Jackson's vault?
I don't think I would be mad at that, though.
No, to me, it's a copyright issue.
Definitely a copyright issue.
To me, it's a copyright issue. And at the end of the day, a computer should not be able to try to recreate a once-in-a-lifetime human being. Did you know that a computer program shouldn't be able to do that? Did you know that Michael wanted a couple of people to sing "I Just Can't Stop Loving You" other than who he wound up with, which was still a great selection in Saida Garrett? But he initially asked Whitney Houston.
Oh, wow.
Him and Whitney, he loved Whitney Houston. He wanted to be with Whitney Houston. Michael and Whitney would have gave us the black babies that black relationships needed to see. Baby from Michael and Whitney? Lord.
That would have been epic.
That would have been something different. But he really loved Whitney, and he wanted to sing that record with Whitney. But Clive Davis, for whatever reason in his brilliance, I guess, thought against it. He's too big. You don't want to mix your brand with his brand. Whatever reason he gave, which was stupid, he robbed black people who are the real supporters of Whitney and Michael. He robbed black people of that experience. Michael Jackson and Whitney Houston, are you crazy? That would have been crazy. But now with AI, do you know AI could potentially put that together?
But it would be the Jennifer Hudson effect. It would have no soul.
You don't know that until you hear it. You'll hear it and be like, oh, Lord, Jesus, that's it. You don't know. Because guess what? with technology, it triples and leaps and bounds, right? In advancement, in evolution. Yeah. So it may not, you might hear it now and be like, oh, the soul is off. But 3 years from now, you'll hear it and it'll be like Michael Jackson rose up out that damn ground, like Whitney followed him. I'm telling you, you're going to feel, it'll be a whole different type of experience.
But
go ahead, Sarah.
At the same time, it's really not good for artists because, like, now, I mean, there's no law or anything like that in contracts or anything as far as, like, technology advancement is concerned. You know what I'm saying? So it's several loopholes they can get off without doing this. You know, they have people that
they could just say, this ain't you.
Yeah, they have like Drake and The Weeknd. They have some AI song that was released.
I heard
Universal's mad.
Yeah, I heard the Biggie and Tupac record.
Yeah. What do you think?
All I'm saying is magi is what it's called. Why is it called magi? Who has the arcane knowledge? What is the arcane knowledge? The arcane knowledge is what the Masons have. You've been taught that Masons are devil worshipers. Yes, we've read the works of Albert Pike, where Albert Pike says we follow the light, we follow Lucifer.
My Lord. Mm-hmm.
But the average layman, what does the word layman mean? Let's look it up right here. Because I feel like, no, I got it right here. Layman.
Okay. I only look up scriptures? Okay.
Yes, you're of the layman class. Layman. This is an etymological dictionary. Etymology, the study of word origins, not a definition, not a dictionary. A dictionary is actually a definitionary. It's a book that gives you the definitions of words, but it doesn't give you the word origin, right? Etymology gives you the origin of the word. Layman, noun, non-cleric. In other words, not a priest. In other words, not educated. In other words, not studied, not learned.
I'm not that.
About certain things.
Oh, yeah, about certain things. Yeah, I don't know.
Non-cleric, early 15th century. From lay, adjective, means man, right? Or lay plus man, similar formation in Old Frisian, lekman, Danish, leman, meaning outsider, unprofessional person, non-expert, especially in regards to law or medicine. It's from the late 15th century, related to layman.
So a regular ass person, a rap.
Now, that's what they're saying it is by the 15th century. We all know, if you go back to ancient Kemet, what was considered a layman was somebody who was not of the cloth, somebody that wasn't a priest, somebody that was not after the ancient order of the mystery schools. Do you understand? Somebody at Google is on this level in order to name this project Magi, because they know the masses are dumb. They know the masses are uninformed, unprofessional in the arcane ways. Isn't it genius that the 1% is considered the Masons and the secret societies? They're considered the 1%. Isn't it genius that at the same time they allow a narrative that their belief system and that the knowledge they use is demonic to the masses? Isn't that coincidental? If you're trying to stay secret, how is it that the arcane knowledge that you use is commonly known to be demonic? Because it keeps the commoners from reading it.
most people know that most Christians don't read any other book.
I was in the cigar lounge over the weekend, and I was talking to a sister. She was like, I was talking to her, and I was like, I was asked to talk to her about astrology, but they was like, you can't really talk to her about astrology because she hella religious. Don't talk to. And then I had to give her a whole linguistic breakdown on religion, on the words, on the terms, the years, the age, the books, when they was written, what language they was written in, what language they was translated in and out of. And then I had to show her in her book the myriad of verses from Old Testament even into the New that talk about astrology. I had to tell her the difference between translation and transliteration. Meaning, a transliterated word, first off, a translated word is to take a word from an origin language and translate it into a new language, and the word is supposed to have somewhat of a similar meaning. So, i.e., in Hebrew, shalom, peace. In English, it would be peace. So you get what I'm saying? Transliteration is to leave a word in its original language pronunciation, but use English spelling. Like astrology doesn't appear, or zodiac doesn't appear in the Bible by name. Zodiac. But it appears in the Bible in the book of Job as Meseroth. But why is it called Meseroth? You use English language to spell out a Hebrew word, knowing the person reading it ain't gonna know what it means. But it's right. Pull it up, Sarah. Pull up the Bible verse.
What you want me to pull up, honey?
Who could change? I think this is the Pleiades when he's talking about who could change the Meseroth in its season. I think it's either Amos or the book of
Meseroth.
It's either Job, Amos, might even be Jeremiah. Just Meseroth, M-A-Z-Z.
Oh, that wrong. Okay, M-A-Z-Z.
E-R-O. You see it?
But it say so. Put it up in the Bible. Okay, in the Bible.
Yes, Meseroth. Meseroth. Pull it up.
Okay, can you read? Okay, what is Meseroth in the Bible? Okay.
This is why everything is a performance, my friends. Looking at these fucking politicians running around here tap dancing and boogalooing.
Wait, let me see this.
Come on, y'all. The book sales are slow. We are at 4. The book sales are slow. We are at 4. Thank you, Eric Coltrane, for your Shrouded Lighthouse purchase. And I see the other purchase too. I ain't gonna put your business out.
Put your business. Okay.
Attila Phillips. Thank you for the Shrouded Lighthouse purchase. Thank you. Thank you.
So it appears in Job 38:32.
There it is, Job. I done forgot a lot of these verses.
Would you like the King James, the New King James?
Job 38:32. There it is. Thank you.
What you want in the King James?
Just read it. And read it with that voice.
Okay. King James Bible. Canst thou bring forth Meseroth in this season?
In its season or this season?
In his season.
In his season. Meseroth. What does it mean? Does anybody know?
It said, or canst thou guide Arcturus with his son?
Wait, hold on. Arcturus is a galaxy. That's a star map. You can look up today the term Arcturus. That is a cluster of stars that we can see from the ground. Arcturus.
Well, in the New King New King James Version, it says, can you bring out Mazzaroth in its season?
Can you bring out the Zodiac?
Or can you guide the great bear with his cubs?
The great bear, huh? Huh, who is that?
The great bear.
Ursa? Mm-hmm. Ursa Major?
Now it also says in Job 9:9, he is the maker of the bear and Orion, of the Pleiades.
Pleiades.
The Pleiades.
The Big Dipper.
And the constellations of the south.
And listen, don't trust goddamn Wikipedia, because they lie too. You got to understand, they have to keep coming up with new updates of the translations. Now they're saying Mazzaroth means constellations, but that's what zodiac means. Animals in the sky. They can act funny style if they want. Y'all know that astrology is in your book, but she didn't know and was scared to even have the conversation.
Oh yeah.
Isn't it coincidental that the 1%ers, the ones who run the world, who stole all your spirituality, they stole the systems, man. They stole your systems. They stole all your systems, made your systems evil to you. Now you scared to look at your systems. You go back to ancient Egypt, that's the first place you see astrology, on the Dendara plate. They say Dendara, Dendara, Dendera, Dendara. On that plate, on that stone, you see it. Everything evil too. They made your culture evil, while at the same time keeping you connected enough to your culture to monetize it and then rob you. Michael Jackson and Prince, their music is owned by the labels that they wanted to keep their music and shit from. So all this fighting through their life to get power, they saw Michael Jackson as a threat. Too much fucking power. You're just a performer. Negrophilic. We love you, the performer. Negrophobic. We're scared of you with the power. We cannot have Michael Jackson or Prince with the power. Shut them down. Every week I got to come in here and motherfucking tap dance like a street monkey to get y'all to hit the like button and show your support for this kind of content. Shit is goofy than a motherfucker. And all of it is controlled by people who write your narrative. Can you imagine busting your ass to be acknowledged by a system that's either negrophobic in one sense and negrophilic in another sense? It's just like the sister who is she was what was she? She was what's the word? The attorney for the city. She was on the East Coast somewhere and she got pulled over by the police.
Oh, she was the
district attorney.
Mm-hmm.
Negrophobic. There's a nigger in a German car. Negrophobic. She must be a mule. You pulled over your boss, dumbass. The district attorney. She's above you, officer. Well, I was just checking in to see, and, yeah, because what had happened was, no, you're wrong. I'm in my car in Culver City the other day, driving down the street, and me and the police lock eyes. It was the weirdest, surreal shit, and it's at night. I'm coming out the damn El Pollo Loco with some damn pinto beans because I'm on this fast. That's all I can eat. We driving. He look at me. I glance up at him. He immediately turns around. and follows me into my neighborhood until I hit the garage door opener. Oh, he must live here then. Fuck! He actually lives here. Shit! And I rolled my window down and waved, thanks for the escort, and drove in.
Damn.
Negrophilic, negrophobic. Mazaroth, Hebrew word, they say meaning constellations, but it actually means zodiac. It's fine. It's okay. Genesis chapter 38, not Genesis, Job chapter 38, verse 32. But it's also Job chapter 9, verse 9. What does Job chapter 9, verse 9 say?
Job chapter 9, that say, which maketh Arcturus, Orion, and Pleiades.
And Pleiades.
Pleiades.
And what does
and
Amos?
And the chambers of the south.
And the chambers of they talking about the star constellations, buddy. Mm-hmm. But ain't no astrology in the Bible. Okay, cool. What about Amos chapter 5, verse 3? Or 5, Amos, verse 2?
Oh, let me look that up for you, honey.
The word Mazalot in 2 Kings has many different meanings and is often translated differently, with the linkage of this word to the planets or the zodiac being more widely held in Kabbalistic astrology. Mazalot was used for astrology in general. Mazalot, which is different than Mezaroth, same root word in Hebrew to mean zodiac as well as constellations. It's in your Bible.
What is Amos? Which chapter? What's the thing?
Huh?
Which verse on Amos? 5:3
or 5:2, one of them.
Go to the fives. Okay, let's go over here. 5. Okay. So you said 5:2. That's the fallen. Wait, what you said 5:2 or what now?
I said either chapter 5, verse 2 or 3. You can start at 2 and read down to 3. Lord have mercy.
I'll read. Okay, Amos 5 and 2. This is the New International Version. Fallen is virgin Israel, never to rise again. Deserted in her own land, with no one to lift her up. This is what the sovereign Lord said to Israel. Your city that marches out 1,000 strong will only have 100 left. Your town that marches out 100 strong will only have 10 left. Oh, my God. Oh, Lord Jesus. Oh, Lord.
So whenever they make a reference of fallen, just remember that fallen star motif is always there. Oh. Remember, there's a difference between Lucifer and Satan. But because the layman does not know the distinction, they tend to villainize the latter. Lucifer, light bearer. That's when he was an angel. Satan is when he's the fallen one. In the Quran, it is mentioned differently. It is referenced in a different way. In the Quran, what happens is Allah creates Adam out of samun, smokeless, they say burnt mud or black mud, right? Hamun, not samun, hamun. That's the word. I ain't said it in a long time. Forgive me. In the Quran, it said he's made out of hamun, which is black mud. You hear the word ham in there already. Just like in the Hebrew, ham, they say hamun, black mud. That's what Adam was created from. Okay? Created from black soil. Then it says Allah blew the breath of life. Ar-Ruhu Allah. Ar-Ruhu, the soul of Allah, went into Adam's nostrils. And then after that was said, he said, kun fayakun, be or exist and be. Exist and be. Kun fayakun. That's what Allah said. Right?
There's a lot of scriptures about it.
Wait, hold on. Don't take me off. I'm going somewhere. I might forget.
Oh, no, go ahead. Go ahead.
So what was after Adam was created, he was presented to the angels. This is the Quranic teaching. Now, hold on. He was presented to the angels. Once he was presented to the angels automatically prostrate themselves to Adam because he was a new being. He was a new creature. He was not what they were. He had free will. He was different than angels. So they prostrate himself at the command of Allah, subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now, Lucifer didn't do it. Because Lucifer, now remember, he's Lucifer now, the light bearer. Lucifer, the light bearer, not devil, Satan, not yet. He becomes this. He rejects Allah. He says, no, I'm not going to do it. He's made of clay. He's made of dirt. I'm made of Narn and Sumun. Smokeless fire is what it translates to in the Quran. I'm made of smokeless fire. I'm not going to submit to some clay. That's when he became Iblis, the rebellious one, the fallen one. Now, once he fell, he took on a new responsibility. You're the sole agitator, homeboy, of human spirit. You're adversity for the lives of the believers. Satan, the adversary. You're going to keep them on their deen by testing them, by making them struggle, by challenging them. That's what you're going to do. You're not here with us no more. You're down there and you have a different role and different responsibility. Does that make sense? I know a lot of people ain't following. Are y'all following me in the chat? Are y'all listening? Let me get a book update to see where we are. Man, Baruti, my brother Baruti, who's also a life coach and relationship coach. My brother, thank you. Baruti, he got the Shrouded Lighthouse. And that ain't his first Shrouded Lighthouse. I want to say thank you, Baruti. I appreciate you, Baruti. Can everybody, I'm asking for 25 to 40 copies. Buy it now. Lee Hall. What did you get, Lee Hall? Lee Hall got both the holographic relationship and the Shrouded Lighthouse. Thank you, Lee Hall. Thank you, Lee Hall. We appreciate you, man. Who is this? Chris Wade got the holographic relationship. Thank you, sir. Daniel Holland picked up the Shrouded Lighthouse. Can we keep this movement going? I need the support. Trust me, I need the support. I hope you guys are feeling today's show. I'm getting deep. I'm getting hella deep into a lot of topics, but don't be afraid. We're going to keep the current events rolling. Here's another one. NYC is waging war against rats. Meet the woman leading the charge. They done established a rat czar in New York. Welcome to NPR News Series. They have established a rat czar. The rats don't run this city, allegedly. Who is she? Kathleen Corradi Corradi is the newly appointed New York City rat czar, the first person to hold the position aiming to address a swelling rat population. Corradi is a former elementary school teacher and notably not a rodentologist, but she says her unique experiences helped her qualify for her official role as the citywide director of rodent mitigation. She will earn a salary of $155,000 a year while working for the Department of Education Offices of Sustainability. Listen, they got rats in New York, but we got rats here. Okay? We got rats here. And New York rats are as famous as the celebrities that came out of New York. Everybody got a New York rat story. I have seen rats in New York the size toddler rats, like a 4-year-old. Like, yo, man, I've seen it. But there are rats in all major cities, and most major cities don't do a good job in keeping that sewage clean, in keeping their cities clean, especially the mega metropolises like Los Angeles, New York, Chicago, you know, those types of places. Even, boy, go up to the Bay, San Francisco. You're going to see some rats. And normally when rats are in these major metropolitan places and spaces, trust me, these rats ain't scared of people.
Not at all.
They used to the people. They be like, hey. So the rat czar, I mean, what does that mean? Is that like the drug czar? Does she have a new plan to eradicate all rodents? I don't think so.
But that's a lot of money for a made-up position.
Is it a made-up position? It might not be a made-up position. It may very well be a much-needed position, but is she qualified to hold the position is the question. She's a school teacher. She's not a rodentologist.
Yeah, it's like, what is she going to do? Contact people that can help? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what, like, isn't that like the Department of Health and Human Services or something like that? Or
she going to call somebody and tell.
Oh, okay.
I seen one. Somebody come down here.
Oh my
she going to do what we do.
Was she I Spy rat? Like, Jesus.
Now, here's a very important story that we have to cover. This is my final story of the day. Before I get to it, please, can I get y'all to get me to my goal today? 25 to 40 copies. As always, I ship the next day. Tomorrow, I'm going to be packaging and shipping books. So if you want your books to go out tomorrow, please order your books. Please order your He Is Risen. Please get to it today. Please get to it today. All right? Please get to it today. All right, we're about to wrap it up in a second. And I also want you guys to support Sarah. Sarah, put your everybody, please hit Sarah with a little something strange for the change. This is the final topic of today, and it's a big deal. Why missing black women and kids need an Ebony Alert system. It appears that California is about to establish an Ebony Alert system. Not just what was it, Megan's Law? What was it? The Amber Alert?
Amber Alert.
No. This is Sister Girl and Baby Boo Alert, which I think is well overdue. Why missing black women and kids need an Ebony Alert system. Addressing biases in missing persons cases involving black people requires Ebony Alerts, not just Amber Alerts. And I agree. Growing up, Advocate Rose Speaks was surrounded by stories of missing persons cases in which the victims, children, and young women were black and their family members weren't taken seriously. Man, if they don't take you seriously when you come into the world, what makes you think they're going to take you seriously when you go missing from the world? Black people are invisible, but at the same time, you better show up and season that skillet. You better show up and soft shoe that foot. You better show up and rap about death culture in your community. You better show up and talk down on your woman. You better show up and talk down on your man. You better judge your man based on what's in his wallet. You better judge your woman based on how cute she is and what's in between her legs. Do you understand what I'm saying? We are the ones that are programmed. They got a program of the mediocrity operating for us, and we gladly participate in it. Well, at the same time, we're invisible, going missing. The basis is built into California's Amber Alert law. In other words, they're going to build the Black Alert, the Sister Alert, the Little Baby Boo Alert. That's what I call a little baby girl, the Little Baby Boo Alert. Right? They're going to build that into California's Amber Alert law, which passed in 2002 and mirrors the laws elsewhere. Law enforcement agencies can only activate the Amber Alert system if the child or person with disabilities has definitively been abducted, if that person is in danger, and if there is information that can help the public assist law enforcement. So for all those people who I saw turn their phone off when that alert came on during the game, the Amber Alert cannot be used for runaway cases that don't meet the criteria, the California Highway Patrol says. The Black and Missing Foundation found that in 2001, 38% of children reported missing in the United States were Black. Man, I'm ready to leave. Because when I read shit like this, man, we got so many problems much bigger than what the fuck is going on the basketball court, what the fuck is going on YouTube, and who's beefing and cancel culture. We don't support each other. There is no communal network of Black people loving on Black people, uplifting Black people. Man,
it's so sad. It's so disproportionate. And they also think that, a lot of police stations, whatever, and a lot of police officers, they don't even take Black people like, oh, they'll be all right. They don't even like the amount of people that are turned away when a Black woman or man or child comes up missing. It's crazy.
Andre Fuller, thank you, sir. He purchased the holographic relationship. I mean, I'm trying to get the books out of my house. I have a lot of them. I really, really wish you guys would go ham. Let's get 25 to 40. The shit just bothers me greatly because we beg each other to support each other. 38% of all missing people are Black in the United States. 38% of all missing people in the United States are Black. Well, let's go a little bit deeper. We got a lot of broken men out there who were raised by broken women, broken families, broken people, and we've created a cycle where brokenness is the conflict resolution tactic. We try to resolve our conflict with our brokenness, and that's not how it works. You got to heal that brokenness before you can really resolve any conflict. There are men out there beating the shit out of women. There are women out there spitting on men, instigating shit, beating themselves up, and telling the popo that he did it, when in fact he didn't do it. There's a lot of fuck shit going on in our community. There are a lot of weak-minded men and a lot of gullible and weak-minded sisters. As long as this toxicity prevails, guess what? Guess who loses? We do. Because the world has just, listen, the last story. Sarah, pull up that last story about AI. The motherfucker said AI is as important. Richard Harper. AI, not that story.
Oh, which one?
The CEO talking about AI being as important as the discovery of fire or electricity.
Yeah.
Richard Harper put up the meme like he don't understand what I'm talking about. Yeah, the black community is dysfunctional in relationship. Agree or disagree? Put up a meme if you agree or disagree. Is the black community dysfunctional in their relationships? Agree or disagree? Because if we are, where does that dysfunction come from? And that dysfunction must be reconciled if there's ever going to be any type of political unity. If there's ever going to be any type of social unity. You can't even get a third of the people in here to hit the like button for a show they like. They be like, yeah, I like Zoe. Fuck that like button, though. What? That's it for today. I was in here ranting. I put black-owned businesses in front of you.
Oh, do you want to do this one last?
Oh, yeah, the legendary Ahmad Jamal. We lost him, 92 years old. They said lost him through prostate cancer. I suggest we all go stream his music. If you've never heard Ahmad Jamal, I think maybe you should listen. Maybe today you honor this now ancestor by listening to the complexity and the beauty of this jazz pianist, right? Yeah. I suggest you support it. Big time. Hey, don't forget tonight, KBLA Talk, 1580. I'm on tonight, 7 to 9 p.m. I'm going to work on my topic right the fuck now. I want everybody to support this channel. Please show up tonight. Why is it that, I don't know, maybe it's programmed that way. I don't want to hear about you come on late. There are a lot of podcasts that come on late that have thousands of viewers. I don't want to hear it. I am shadow banned. I know it. And I ain't tripping, but I want y'all to show up on purpose. Damn a notification. Show up. Oh, we got to do that one too. Let's do it real quick. Forget it. E-40 getting kicked out of the game. And he believes it's because of racism. Listen, I done told you that is.
Nothing happened to the lady.
Huh?
Nothing happened to the lady.
I believe that happened to E-40.
I'm saying, but the person that was doing it, the white person, they didn't even do anything to them.
Listen, this is where white people chill. You can't come to where white people chill and even look negrophobic. Remember, brother E-40, I love you, man. Love your music. Met you on the Foxhole years ago in Oakland. Listen, man, love your stuff, brother. Love it. Man, you need to understand something. White people see you as either I love his talent or I'm afraid of his presence. Negrophobic versus negrophilic. I love your presence. I love it when you're performing. I love your music in the comfort of my home when you're not here, right? In my car.
Yeah.
But in your presence, you're negrophobic. They are scared of you. Oh, and I got to do this. No. I got to do this too. Let's shout out everybody. Keep your prayers up for the brother Jamie Foxx. Me and that brother ain't always seen eye to eye. And I've always seen him as a strange, weird kind of cat. No, for real. I'm just, I'm not just because, he's going through a difficult time, I'm not going to change how I feel about things. Like I said, we ain't been buddies. We ain't friends. We ain't like that. But I worked for the brother for quite some time, and I had great success on his channel. And I am aware that the brother is going through a crisis, but he's actually getting better. I sent word to our mutual friends that I am praying and wishing that the brother gets well. And I encourage all of you to do the same. I don't know what happened to him. I don't have no details. I hear all kind of stuff all over the internet. Oh, he had a stroke. He had an aneurysm. He had both. He had this and that. I don't know what he had. I don't have any details as to what went down, but I will say I have heard that he is getting better, leaps and bounds. And whether I like him as a person, and there are many people who do like him as a person, so it doesn't matter if I like him as a person or not. I just haven't had the opportunity to get to know the brother, which is okay with me too. But that's not going to cause me to not acknowledge the greatness of Jamie Foxx. Jamie Foxx is quite possibly one of the most talented human beings we have ever seen. Sing, comedy, dramatic actor, philanthropist, entrepreneur. You just got to give the brother his props. Again, everybody should send their prayers and love out to the brother, well wishes to the brother. And that's all I got. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in to the Voice. No, into the Zoe What Morning Show. I'm sorry. Thank you. I got so many damn shows.
So many shows.
Sarah, when is the show coming?
Also, that's coming. But if you would like to advertise on KBLA, email your girl.
Oh, yeah. Sarah, they can't even see that email address.
Oh, I can't see it? Okay, let me move it up a little bit. Okay, is that better?
Yeah, I don't wish no ill will on nobody. And we got up to about 10 book orders. Can we continue those book orders? I'm leaving the air right now. But if you rock with your brother Zoe Williams, if you support Zoe Williams, we want to sell 25. I want to go to the post office tomorrow. Okay. Gary Lefevre. He buys 2 bottles of He Is Risen, but no books.
Oh my Lord! Don't put the man on blast. Oh.
I'm gonna send him to He. I'm gonna send him to He Is Risen.
He is risen.
Support the books too. Okay.
Because it'll cause, when it does rise, to rise right.
Oh Lord, ain't no rise right.
You gotta
Brothers
rise right.
Don't give a damn. Hey, thank you guys for tuning in. I love y'all. Please continue to support the book. Support He Is Risen. Support Gold Dust. We got it. I'm going to be packaging like a mug tomorrow. Please, please, please support. Let's get to 25 to 40 books. Tonight is KBLA Talk 1580, the voice of reason. Tavis Smiley's, of course, Talk Station, Talk Network. I want everybody to download the KBLA Talk 1580 app. And please come back to this same site because I'll be live with the behind the scenes. All right? Love y'all. Deuces.